Hi everybody and welcome back to my boat restoration. So the previous episode I think was where I showed you the oil slick that was beneath my feet. As you can see, that oil slick has disappeared, which means I've been cleaning it all up. I used sand to soak up the oil and we're at the point where that can now be cleaned properly with some degreaser and then it looks obviously better. So next phase is to get that tank out. It's going to be heavy because I'm sure there's going to be some old diesel, probably quarter of a tank, maybe even be half a tank in there, I'm not so sure, but that's got to be removed, so then this whole section then can be cleaned. As you can see, I have built a temporary setup here so I can get in and out of the boat with heavy items and what have you. It's nice and solid, so that's a good platform to get in and out of the boat for anything that's going to be coming out. And then of course I've got the dreaded diesel here, that's going to come out. I have inspected it a bit closer now that I can kneel down in this area. I've noticed that this, God, I've forgotten what they're called now. Oh, what are they called?
Oil extractor.
No.
Fuel extractor.
No, it's not. This is engine mount.
It's an engine mount.
Engine mount even. Engine mount, that's split. So that'll be one of the reasons why that been doing that when it's been on. Consequently, there's been leaks coming from here, there and everywhere, so that could be a contributing factor to the coupling breaking. So I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this engine. I know it's a good engine in the inside. I've purchased one of these internal camera things that I can use on a phone, so I'm going to examine the pots inside, the pistons and everything, the bores. I'm going to check those to see whether there's any score marks or even whether it's been reconditioned. I don't know, but I'm going to check it over. I've had a word with, or I've emailed one of my favourite YouTubers, which is Travels with Geordie over in Canada, and he's putting a diesel engine in which is slightly bigger than mine in a lot bigger boat, and he says that, and he's quite right, that engines are expensive, and if it's running sweet then why change it. So I'm still in a quandary what to do, but that's going to be at some point either the end of this week or beginning of next when I'm going to tackle that thing. But in the meantime I'm going to get cracking with that. So without further ado, I'm going to just protect the hull from me being on it, and then I'm just going to start unscrewing stuff, so I'll get cracking. Hopefully these will be easy enough to take off. Let's try 15. Might be you, that, Jen. So that's the fuel line. Just put that over there for now. That goes to the fuel strainer. That looks like a filter, so that one's free. I already undid this, so that's free. Really, there's only that pipe there, which I think is the breather pipe, which is on. That's already unclipped. So as I said to you before, there is a that there. If I take that off, I can drain this thing. So what I'll do is I'll get it to a height where it's I can put something underneath it, and then I can drain it and then just keep filling it up, taking it away, filling it up. You know what I mean? You know the score. So let's see if this thing will move. Oh, it does indeed.
Do you need me?
I'm not so sure yet. I'll see how heavy it is. I don't know how much stuff's in it, to be honest, but I don't want you getting oily because you're all dolled up to the nines. Where are you going?
Carry on.
Yeah, I'll stick it on
No,
there. Well, I'm just seeing the way. I'm not going to lift it.
is he back?
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to lift it. I'm just seeing it. Right. So, I might need you. You might have to glove yourself up as well.
Okay.
Alright.
Right.
Rest it on here. Right. You can pivot your end around.
Hang on.
Hold on. I'm trapped. Got the pipe there, so. Right, ready? Slowly. Out of the way. Yet another pipe sticking out the boat. There's more pipes and stuff out the side of this boat than I've ever seen before. Anyway, so I can clean all this area up. The tank will go back there. It just means that I can clean it up. It obviously wasn't fixed down properly. Well, it wasn't fixed at all. So we might strap it in some way so that it doesn't move. But it gives us more space now to have a look down here and get all this spaghetti junction of pipes and wires and all sorts of stuff that's going on down here out of the way. I'm going to disconnect that exhaust, which I remember was leaking from a couple of the joints because I think it was because of the engine mounts. So that's the next phase. So I shall get this emptied. So bear with me. I think you can freeze that for now.
I'll decide when it's frozen. That he
Okay,
cleans
well-
on there.
Well, shall I use that? No, that's
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Has it got water in it?
It's got something in it.
Right, well I need to get rid of that then. Oh, that's out of the bottom of the boat. Just taking the breather off. That was in the way. It's pretty easy to get off. So. A little pipe on top of that as well. Bizarre. Right.
It's a total Heath Robinson job, this boat.
It is, you're right.
I'll get that end, I'll get this end.
Okay. That'll do. So when I bought the boat, it came with unleaded cans for diesel. They're all empty, so they're now going to get filled. Feeling I'm going to run out. I will actually use that. Thank you, John. Because I'm bound to spill it. Sure, that's just a pop out. Oh, screwdriver. So we've either got a blocked pipe or it's so gunged up and it's not working. Right.
Pipe needs to go off.
Yeah, that's not working. Trouble is that if I take the pipe off, I've nothing to stop it. So now gunged up it is. Take that off. I might have a little look with it. I might see how gunged up it is by sticking a torch down there and having a little look. Oh, it is quite full as well. You got a match?
Can I make a suggestion?
Go on.
The big tub that you just had.
The what?
The big tub.
Yeah.
That big white tub.
Yeah.
Why don't we just upend that tank into the tub and let it drain out from the big vent hole on the top?
Yeah. Probably that's going to be the option. I just want to see how gungy it is in here. It has got sediment in the bottom. That's it, it's that full. Okay, right. Well, I'm not convinced that I might just shake it a bit, just see if I can get the sediment from that. That clearly doesn't work. That. Coming out of there, is there? Oh, it's working. Okay, we have fuel. So, sediment. I think this is the safest option, don't you? Let me turn this thing off. Okay, so what we've done is we've taken the tank out. We first placed it here in front of me. And then we drained some of it out into some petrol cans or diesel cans. We filled them up, but there's so much fuel still left in that thing. We decided, or John decided, it would be a good idea to put 2 planks alongside the boat against one of the rackings over there. We lay the tank out there, and then we've got now the ability to drain the tank, because it has the little tap underneath it, drain it into a larger can once I get hold of one. At the moment I haven't got one, so at the moment it's perfectly happy being there, and it now gives me the chance to be able to continue cleaning up down here. So all that's left for me to do in the way of the fuel side of this boat is to just remove that, which is the fuel filter, which is obviously full of diesel. So there we have it. We've got it on 2 pieces of scaffolding planks, and as John said, it would be easier to put the tank on there and then simply just drain it. So I found well, in fact, this is the breather pipe from the top. I think that will insert into there, and then we can safely drain it into whatever we want to drain it into. So at the moment I haven't got the tanks to put it in. I feel a lot safer if I had something that I could seal it up with, because the fuel isn't that bad. It looks in pretty good condition actually. So I would prefer to put it in something where we could give it to somebody who may be able to refilter it, or I don't know, do whatever he wants to do with it, and not waste it. So there we have it, a simpler way to drain this tank. So we'll leave it at that for now. I'll get back into the boat and get cracking with some other stuff. So see you later. That's my next job. So there we have it. One. There's no filter in there. One reservoir of diesel. So that's all the diesel out of the boat. Place that there for now, I think. There we go. Okay, so we're that little bit further in removing some more of the accessories on this engine. I think this is probably the next stage, to remove the heat exchanger and the exhaust system, and then I think size wise I think that engine then can be lifted. How we're going to lift it yet, I don't know. I think we're going to, well, a colleague of mine, a mechanic, says that we might just rig up some sort of frame. I've got some hoists, and then we can just let's get it up in the air and then hopefully be able to get it moved. So that's going to be in the next video. So for now, we'll leave it at that.
Before you sign off, are you going to show the viewer what you discovered?
Yes, very good point. Yes,
Just
yes,
hang
yes,
on a
yes. Take it off. So, what I discovered, and this is where the there is online a Nauticus owners club, and it looks like it's a derelict site. Not much action has taken place since 2015. But as I was reading through, when these boats were built, the factory that built them used to write in pencil the date that the boat was built, and I found where they did it. Okay, so here we are. When this boat was built, they used to write the date, and in fact we've got a name as well of what the boat was called when it left the factory. And as you can clearly, I'm hoping you can clearly see that, it's called Ladyline, and it was May 22nd 1971. So I've got a date, and I've also got the name of the boat, which I've not researched yet, but I'm just going to do that hopefully tonight and see what it comes up with. But it's nice to know the date, because I never knew when this boat was built, because it does come with a number, and I've got the number somewhere of what the boat was. It comes on a brass plaque, but I'm glad that I've got the actual month and even the day that it either was made or left the factory, and that was the customer's name for the boat, I would imagine, called Ladyline. So there we are. So thanks for reminding me, John.
Okay, sign off.
So I shall sign off. If you like the videos, please subscribe and give me a like, or don't give me a like, it's up to you. So we'll see you next time, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.